kick is up. It is on its way, and it is good! 12 seconds remaining. Alejandro gives Colorado the lead.
Well, it came down to a game-winning field goal in 20 seconds. Alejandro Mata, 43 yards out. And the Buffaloes get the win through the 4-2 of the season. Now everybody welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffalo Johnson, Coach Gary Barnett. We had the radio broadcast. And, well, that was a heck of a ball game. Back and forth and up and down. It wasn't the smoothest thing, but all wins are beautiful, aren't they?
You know what? We hadn't had one.
Right.
Hadn't had one where you kick a field goal and win the game. We've done everything else. But so we needed this for our resume.
Yeah, well,
great game.
You know, we talked about Colorado getting off to a better start in this one. They've been awful slow. You had the numbers early in our broadcast about how they were in the first quarter. It didn't happen today. But this team stayed with it and continued chugging along and found a way.
It did, and they all confessed afterwards that it sure wasn't their best effort, and they don't know what they did wrong, but they got to go work on getting it fixed start faster. And it's funny, Arizona State started really fast, and then their MO has been to score no points in the third and fourth quarter, and that's just the way it played out for them. We happened to find enough in the second half to do something with it, but man, the first half was a grind, Mark. It was a grind.
5 more sacks on the Buffaloes. Quarterback Shadour Sanders has been sacked now 30 times this season in only 6 games, by the way. The record is 54. Not that he wants to get there. He was under duress all night long and still found a way to make some big plays.
I tell you, I'm becoming more and more respectful for him every week I see him play. And he takes 5 sacks. He gets flushed. He has to run it a couple of times. He stands in and makes some throws that are big league throws. And he said it all when we talked to him afterwards. And you said, we thought you might come out conservative. He says, we have 50 seconds and me back there. What do you think we're going to do? So, but I'll tell you, the guy can play. Yeah. He can play. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, that play's referring to 50 seconds left. Buffs get it first down at 25, and he goes for a long catch by Javon Antonio. We'll talk more about him, by the way, in a moment. He was a big part of this victory. The Buffs get a 27-24 win of Arizona State. Afterward, we heard from Coach Pride.
Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Wonderful win. Play like hot garbage. You know, I'm trying to figure this out. Sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of us coming out here and putting forth the effort we put forth in the first half. We've for practices, we've had really diligent meetings, and we're trying to figure this out. I'm sorry, I'm happy about the win, but I'm not happy in the fashion that we won it in. We're better than that. We really are better than that, and we got to start showing that. I expect to win, and I expect to win in a better fashion than that. I'm sick of these consistent holes that we're displaying and the penalties and the things that we're doing. We're so much better. I apologize for my anger today, but I don't accept mediocrity.
There's Coach Prime after the Buffs get the victory here in Tempe, Arizona, improving to 4-2 in the season and 1-2 in Pac-12 conference play. Got Stanford coming to town on Friday night. I mentioned Javon Antonio. Here's a guy that hadn't got a lot of action this season. Last week in practice, they moved him to tight end. I'm not sure he was terribly happy about it. He went out and had a big part of this game.
Well, I think part of that was O'Marion Miller had such a big game the week before, and they wanted to get them both on the field, or tried to at the same time, and so we really planned with just Mike and Harrison. We needed another tight end. We play with 2 of those sometimes, and I was watching Tim Brewster telling him to bend his knees a little bit more, and he didn't really have to get the stance, but he had to get, and his body language was not fun, but he stayed in there, and lo and behold, they put him in the game the first week he's played, and he becomes the guy who made all the plays. So I admire Deion Sanders for believing in those kids as much as he does and playing so many of them.
Yeah, he plays a lot of kids at various positions and kind of puts them out there and kind of lets them sink or swim. If it doesn't work out, he'll bring them out, but he's got a tendency of doing that. One of the big plays this ball game. Special teams was not special for Colorado in many respects. They got the game winner, but there was a long 51-yard punt return by Xavier Weaver, set up a score at a key moment this game.
Key moment, and I think he just tripped over the grass. He said he started to smile because he thought he had a touchdown and tripped. But Mata, the punt return, almost a 50-yard average in punting. So we had some ugly marks, but we also had some really good things happen to us in special.
How about the defensive side of the ball this ball game?
You know, I struggled watching them a little bit, Mark, because we kept getting that same tick drag route run on us in key situations. We didn't get any pressure on the quarterback. But you know what? Every single game, they don't quit. They keep playing. And, you know, good things have happened to us most of the time.
Yep.
So, you know, it's not what you draw up and what you want, but these guys play hard, and they play a lot of guys again like they do on offense. So you got to give them credit. I do.
Yeah, without question. They always say there are no ugly victories. The Buffs got with 27-24 with Stanford coming to town on Friday night. Coming up next here to Stampede, we're going to talk with their Saturday reporter, former quarterback Bobby Passamento.